It's day 23 of Maker Advent, and it is the final day of iHut's Maker Advent Calendar. It's been a good run. I do like this Advent Calendar. So what's in the box? Well, it's a big box today. Day 12, final day. Let's open it up. We've got a bag. What's in the bag? NeoPixels. WS2812B NeoPixels. Oh, what fun. I do like NeoPixels. And we've got a lovely soldered end to this. Proper breakout wires here. Excellent. So, NeoPixels, these tiny little things here, are RGB LEDs. They can be any colour you want, any brightness you want. You can individually control them, so it's individually addressable. You can have this one as pink, that one as blue, that one as orange, off, bright white, whatever you want. They've got 3 pins. You've got power, so 5 volts. You've got ground. You've got a data input pin. So one of our pins on the Pico is going to be sending control data to this to say LED 0, go pink. LED 1, go blue. That sort of thing. This is going to be fun. So let's get this wired up. One moment, please. Okay, so the Pi Hut has got a load of projects for us to do today. Loads. So I skipped ahead a little bit, but day 12, final day, they're going all out with these lights. Tell us all about them. Give some details. So these are RGB, red, green, blue. We mixed different levels of light, different red levels, green and blue levels to create different colours. So it's telling us to build the circuits. We're just going to need the Pico itself to start with. Now I'm doing a simplified circuit just to demonstrate the LEDs, not all the bits and pieces that they have suggested. But if you've got this kit, do the full projects. They run NeoPixels at 5 volts. They can run at a lower voltage, but it's not advisable. Your mileage is going to vary on that. So the red wire is 5 volts. The black wire is ground, and the green wire is the data pin. So that data pin is connected to GPIO 28. We're going to use that to control the colour of your LEDs. We're going to skip ahead to activity 3, which is better colour management, and we're going to use this code as the basis. Now I'm going to tweak it slightly. We're going to show you what it looks like to start with. So let's go to Phony. You can see I've put the exposure down a little bit so you can see the LEDs better. I've also turned them away from the camera so we can see the colours that they emit rather than you just looking directly at the LEDs. So we start with the imports. We've got import time to control the speed, the flow of our code. We've got from machine import pin, so that's our GPIO access. And we've got this new one, from NeoPixel import NeoPixel. In other words, that's a whole module dedicated to just controlling these wonderful LEDs. So now we have an object called strip, and strip is basically saying that this is our strip of LEDs. They are NeoPixels, they're connected to pin 28, and there are 15 of them. I've not counted how many there are, but I'm guessing there are 15. We've then got some objects that hold our colours. So we've got red, green, blue, yellow, pink, and off. As you can see, made up of 3 values. So it's red, green, blue, RGB. So if we wanted it to be red, we'd have red fully on, so that's 255. But green and blue, we want off, so that's 0. So to turn green on, we'd have 255 for green, but red and blue will be 0. And you can guess here, blue will be 255 and the rest is 0. To do yellow, an interesting one, we have to have red and green fully on and blue off. It's a weird one, that. Pink, and can I say, this shade of pink is particularly pleasing. Is that value? And then we have off, which is just zeros all the way through. If you're ever stuck for what colour to use, so you don't know the values of a particular colour, don't worry about it. The internet has got your back. I just go to a site such as this, just type in RGB colour picker into Google, give it some values, there's the RGB values, just copy and paste into your code, and away we go. In fact, I'm going to have that one. That's going to be there, copy. Let's go back to the demo code. I'm going to put it just after pink, and I'm going to call it lime, because to me it looks a bit like a limey green. Okay, so we've got that, we can test it in a moment. So we've got a for loop for I in range 15. This will do the code indented inside of it 15 times. It's 15 LEDs, so it's going to do this to each LED, one after the other. It's going to set the value of our strip of LEDs, starting at 0 and going all the way to 14, to our chosen colour. Now I've put in lime. It's going to do that 15 times, then the for loop will end, and then it'll send the data to that strip to write it to show the colour. So we're going to modify this in a moment to show you I can do it step by step, like really slowly. But this is just like all on in one go. Let's save this. Let's go to the overhead camera full screen. Let's do it. Okay, that's not bad. That's to the camera, that looks more yellow. To the eye, it's a very weak green. But I do like that. Turn it over. Looks almost like sulfur light, this, doesn't it? So let's do a different colour. Let's change it to that pink. Change that option there to pink. Save it. Put it on full screen so you can see the big bold colour. Bingo. That is a nice shade of pink. So now we've got them lit up all in one big go. How can we change it so it just does it one after the other? Well, easy. So right now we've got all the LEDs lit up in one go using this for loop. The for loop just goes, right, do this 15 times and change the number from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 all the way up to 14. Set them to pink. Then the for loop breaks and it goes to, right, do it all in one go. Write all the colours. Do it. What if we want it different? Well, I'm going to change this to a colour that we can see the change, so blue. And we have time imported, we do. So let's nick that, strip.right, put it there, time.sleep, and we'll do 0.2 delay, save it, and we'll run it. So I'm going to do big screen so you can see it. Easy as that. All we're doing is we're writing the change each time the for loop iterates. And with a little delay at the end, this does a nice gradual on. Rather than, you know, bang, they're all on. Day 12 has a lot more than just turning on LEDs. There's stuff with using potentiometers and buttons to control the speed of the LED illumination. You could do some great animations with this. If you install CircuitPython onto the Pico, which is totally possible, you can have the Adafruit examples on here. They are fantastic. So theatre light, chase lights, strobing lights, all that sort of thing. Awesome fun. There we go. Day 23 is done. iHut's Maker Advent Calendar is now complete. And for 40 quid, yeah, that's the right price. That's a good bit of value, good bit of fun. You're paying for the equipment, the packaging, and also the lessons that are online to show you what to do. So it's a good package. A good way to celebrate Advent. Anyway, cheers.